Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Raoul Pal is a crypto expert who is well known for his far optimistic outlook. He is one of the most widely heard voices in the crypto industry. Pal is a macro investment expert and the co-founder of Real Vision, a company known for its business and investment-related insights, knowledge, and expert opinions. The former Goldman Sachs fund manager is active on social media, particularly on Twitter and YouTube. Despite a lawsuit filed by the U.S. SEC, Raoul Pal claims that the global payments asset XRP has a favorable risk-to-reward ratio. The CEO of Real Vision and global macro investor shares why he remains bullish on the crypto asset in a new interview with Savvy Finance. XRP has a fantastic risk-to-reward ratio. The lawsuit, we've seen every lawsuit and they've all been successful. Everyone is cleared up after the event, and these events took place a long time ago. BitMEX, that's going to happen, and we're going to see all of these, so I think it'll be a slap on the wrist that looks like security, with no admission of guilt on either side, a fine, and then XRP will be free to run. Before we move on, check out the links in the description of this video to see more about iTrust Capital and earn a free $100. iTrust Capital offers tax-free crypto. You can invest in cryptocurrency using your IRA. You can withdraw the cryptocurrency from this account tax-free after you declare your retirement. And what's better, if you sign up now, you get $100 free. There is now no cost, no monthly fees, and no setup fees. Simply click my link down below in the description to open an account and then fund it for free. The only time you'll pay money is if you want to stop moving and do a little shuffle and bustle. All trades are tax-free within IRAs. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, and Chainlink are among the tokens in which you can invest. Avalanche is being added, Stellar is on the platform, XRP will be added right after they have won the SEC lawsuit. You can also invest in gold and silver, so definitely check it out. Visit the link in the description of this video, set up the account, and claim the free $100. To continue with Raoul Pal, the former Goldman Sachs executive also pinpoints factors that will aid to the coin's price rise. What's interesting about XRP is that it has a wide range of applications. Now, I understand why the Bitcoin community despises it. It's not decentralized enough, but I don't care. Is anyone using it? Yes, a lot more than most people realize. And what's even more amazing is that you can't buy it on any of the exchanges, and it's not in the Bitwise ETF. The Bitwise ETF now has $1 billion invested in the Bitwise index. The top 10 index is worth $1 billion, so they'll have to buy a few $100 million in XRP as soon as it's free, just like everyone else, because the exchanges will take it back, so you're in for a nice run if this clears up. Despite the possibility that Ripple will lose its legal battle with regulators, Paul believes it is still worthwhile to invest in XRP. Worst case scenario, it doesn't. The worst case scenario is a 50% drop, and the best case scenario is a 10 times increase. So I'll take a 50-to-1 risk reward for the next 3 to 6 months. In addition, Raoul Pal recently created an important chart comparing crypto adoption to internet adoption. The graph he posted on Twitter was an attempt to show the rate of adoption of both technologies in nearly the same amount of time. Because the beginnings of the internet and cryptocurrencies were distinct, the comparison followed suit. The internet chart began in 1992, while the crypto chart began in 2016, as Bitcoin and Ethereum began to gain widespread acceptance after that date. For both technologies, the point in time when their user counts reached 5 million was chosen. The graph compared and showed that internet users reached 119 million during the 6-year period from 1992 to 1998. While crypto users reached approximately 295 million during the same 6-year period from 2016 to nearly 2022. According to Pal, there was nearly a 76% increase in 6 years, while cryptocurrencies grew by 137% during the same time period. Raoul Pal believes that the year 2021 marked a major turning point in the crypto space, when digital asset adoption increased. COVID-19 caused massive disasters all all over the world, but it also caused massive paradigm shifts in a variety of traditional and existing industries and businesses. The same can be said for digital payments, which grew in popularity, and people began to invest with greater zeal than before. In their search for new investment opportunities, they came across digital assets, which they decided to invest in. According to the Real Vision CEO, 2021 was a year of rapid growth, and he considered it the world's fastest adoption of any technology ever. Even if adoption of digital assets is as slow as that of the internet, he estimates that by December 2025, there will be a 1.2 billion users of digital assets. If the internet grew at its current rate, the number of users could reach 2.5 billion in the same time. Paul claims that the forecast becomes more optimistic with each passing year. Even assuming a 76% annual growth rate, he estimates that crypto users will exceed 5 billion by 2030. As a result, Raoul Pal believes that digital assets will eventually become the dominant source for owning, transferring, and recording value and contractual terms globally. What are your thoughts on this prediction? Let us know in the comments section. Furthermore, a Ripple XRP investor is suing former U.S. SEC Chair Jay Clayton and Executive Bill Hinman for their roles in the alleged mismanagement of the Ripple case. On April 11, 2022, attorney Fred Rispoli filed a class action lawsuit on behalf of XRP investor Shannon O'Leary against the former executives, alleging that Clayton and Hinman failed to disclose their conflicts of interest in relation to Ripple. Before joining the SEC, Hinman, a Silicon Valley deals lawyer, held a key position at the American law firm Simpson Thacher, which sits on the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance and represents Ether's related financial interests. What's interesting is that, despite leaving his position to join the SEC in May 2017, Hinman continued to receive millions in financial payments from the firm, in addition to his $217,000 salary. In fact, according to Bloomberg, during his 4 years at the SEC, Hinman received more than $15 million in payments from the Simpson Thacher law firm. Meanwhile, a Bloomberg report from last year claimed that Clayton had joined One River Asset Management, a digital asset hedge fund focused solely on Bitcoin and Ethereum, after leaving his position as SEC chair. Rispoli claims that by using their positions with the SEC to act in favor of their previous and current employers, which have strong ties to the Ethereum network, a direct competitor to the XRPL network, the former SEC exec duo not only harmed hundreds of thousands of XRP investors by exploiting their private sector relationships for personal gain, but also violated SEC ethics mandates and federal regulations in a willful manner. The lawsuit also claims that during their time at the SEC, former Chairman Clayton and Finance Director Hinman met with Ethereum stakeholders in secret, off-the-books, and ad hoc meetings without the knowledge of the Commission's top brass. All of this, according to Rispoli, was done as part of a plot to destroy the XRP network while simultaneously deceiving the public through the duo's positions and sustained public media campaign that their personal opinions represented official SEC positions. Rispoli also claims that the defendants' actions caused the plaintiff's business expectancy in the XRPL network to drop by at least $42 billion. Rispoli points out in a lengthy Twitter thread that while no agency has shown any interest in looking into what he calls Clayton and Hinman's shady practices and activities, O'Leary has decided to investigate the matter. On April 11, 2022, Mr. Clayton and Hinman were sued in a class action lawsuit for tortious interference with all XRPL network users' valid business expectancy in the XRPL network. Shannon O'Leary, the lead plaintiff and my client, decided to take a stand, Rispoli said. This is the first time that SEC officials have been singled out in a class action lawsuit. It will be interesting to see how this case progresses, as it has the potential to have significant ramifications for the cryptocurrency industry. Furthermore, the lawsuit has been going well for XRP. Let's take a look at how XRP is performing in the lawsuit. The SEC of the United States appears to be preparing for the next stage of its Ripple lawsuit. The Securities and Exchange Commission has filed a letter stating that it will not seek additional discovery at this time. Both parties retain the right to seek additional discovery at a later date, according to the letter shared by attorney James K. Phelan, a regular community commentator following the case. The letter stated, pursuant to this court's March 23, 2022 order, And after meeting and endowing with individual defendants on April 14, 2022, the SEC respectfully informs the court that the SEC does not seek any additional discovery at this time. While there is no indication of when the case will be resolved or if a settlement is in the works, community members see the filing as a positive development. With the filing, the case could go to trial in the near future. Meanwhile, the SEC's letter comes after the court denied its motion for reconsideration of the DPP ruling. The judge upheld her previous decision, claiming that the SEC's motion was an attempt to obtain a favorable ruling on whether the contested documents were deliberative. With a string of other victories under its belt, Ripple is growing more confident in its chances of winning. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said in a recent interview with CNBC that the case has gone better than expected. "The lawsuit has gone extremely well," he said, "much better than I could have hoped when it started about 15 months ago. The wheels of justice, on the other hand, move slowly," he said. Garlinghouse stated in November of last year that he expects the lawsuit to be resolved this year. Despite a slow-moving judicial process, he said at the time, "we're seeing pretty good progress." At the fireside chat, Garlinghouse went on to say that if Ripple loses its lawsuit against the SEC, most tokens traded on cryptocurrency exchanges will be deemed securities as well and will have to register with the regulator. "That's cost, that's friction," the executive exclaimed, emphasizing that if XRP is determined to be a Ripple security, we have to know everyone who owns XRP. This is a requirement of the Securities and Exchange Commission. You must be familiar with all of your shareholders. It's not going to happen. This case is important not just for Ripple, but for the entire crypto industry in the United States, the executive said, noting that if the SEC successfully classifies XRP as a security, a lot is at stake. It would be extremely detrimental to cryptocurrency in the United States.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.